Time now for the morning rush. You are taking a live look over Washington, D.C., where at noon, the 116th Congress will be sworn in. As the House flips to Democratic control, Leader Nancy Pelosi is promising to end the partial government shutdown that is now entering its 13th day. The new Congress is set to vote on the Speaker of the House. Pelosi is expected to win back the gavel. This second is the second bill, is an end to the government shutdown. Now, House Democrats are scheduled to push through legislation without funding for President Trump's proposed border wall. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the Senate will not take up a bill that the president will not sign. And New Mexico's newest members of Congress are among those slated to be sworn in at noon. That includes soon-to-be Congresswoman Deb Haaland. Now, Haaland will be one of the first Native American women to serve in Congress. Haaland is a member of the Laguna Pueblo. She also says that her first term she's looking to shed light on the missing and murdered Native American women, making the topic a part of national conversation. Also, this Democrat, Xochitl Torres-Small, will also take office today. She will be representing New Mexico's 2nd congressional district. This is her first time holding a public office, and as what's one of the many districts across the country that flipped to Democratic control. This is helping her party gain the majority in the House of Representatives. She will replace outgoing GOP Representative Steve Pierce. Kristen.
Road conditions should improve over the next couple of days with all the sunshine that we have in the forecast. No rain or snow expected this afternoon. Even into the day tomorrow, we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies and a gradual warm up expected through Saturday. David?
There are still several closures this morning for workers, including those at Las Cruces Public Schools, Sandia Prep, and Los Alamos National Lab. There are also delays, including Sandoval County government offices. And you can see all of those scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can also find the latest closures and winter weather on the KRQE News and weather apps. Well, Albuquerque police are asking for your help finding an endangered missing 1-year-old that is Anastasia Zuber. Now, right now, police cannot confirm whether or not she is safe or even alive. According to APD, Anastasia was last mentioned on December 18th when the baby's father, DJ Zuber, told his mom that the baby drowned in the bathtub. Now, police say the baby is supposed to be with her mother, Monique Romero, and DJ. The couple was last seen in Farmington with their 2 other children. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office is asking the public for their help finding a missing and endangered woman. BCSO says 31-year-old Victoria Zamora was last seen near 2nd and Heather. This is near I-25. They say that she was last seen wearing a red sweater and black sweatpants. The Sheriff's Office says that Zamora requires ongoing medical attention, which is why law enforcement says they are concerned for her safety this morning. Anyone with any information is asked to call 264-1985. Well, breaking overnight, an investigation is underway after a structure fire in northeast Albuquerque near Ventura and Paseo del Norte breaks out. This morning, Albuquerque fire crews are asking you to avoid that area. Now, photos show flames shooting out of the home. This as crews fight the fire, and it was eventually put out and no one was hurt. But because of the amount of water used to put out the fire, freezing temps may cause that water to freeze and make for some dangerous and icy conditions on the street. Well, the city of Albuquerque is working to total up all the roadside damage from this week's snowstorm. Several street signs, traffic signals, and street lights were knocked over by drivers who could not handle the icy roads. Our cameras captured damaged stop signs. Those signs are about $250 each. Now, crashes also knocked out traffic signals, including one at Louisiana and Indian School. The city says signals like this can cost up to $60,000 to $70,000 to replace. This morning, investigators are looking into how fast semi-trucks involved in a 6-car pileup were going. The crash killing a Good Samaritan, helping a state police officer. A state police officer was investigating a crash on I-40 near Coors when a semi rammed into the officer's patrol car. Soon after, Pat Cisneros, a Madrid tow truck driver, pulled over to help. Now, state police say that Cisneros was standing outside when a semi hit him. He died at the scene. The state police officer has suffered minor injuries. Kristen.
Metro Threat Index still at a 4 for today. We are looking at bitter cold temperatures this morning, currently in the single digits, only expected to make it close to freezing this afternoon. And watch out for some of those slick spots on the roadways. The interstates look good at some of those surface streets and neighborhood streets that we're going to be watching for today. David?
Happening today, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is scheduled to hold a press conference on issues impacting New Mexico's public education. Leading up to her inauguration, Lujan Grisham has said that when she takes office, she will focus on spending more on public education. revealing plans to sign an executive order to stop park testing in schools. Now, that meeting is set for noon. We will let you know what she has to say. White Sands National Monument is scheduled to be featured on CBS this morning. Crews from the network traveled here to New Mexico to get a first-hand look at the monument. Currently, national parks remain closed due to the government shutdown, but that has not stopped tourists from visiting and scaling the fences to play in the dunes over the holiday. Before the government shutdown, a bipartisan bill was proposed to make White Sands America's next national park.
Time for a look at traffic right now. We don't have any major crashes to let you know about, which is good, but like we've been talking about all morning long, still a little bit of some leftover snow there. We also have got our news tracker out and about, and she's not reporting any major issues either. So hopefully we can keep it this way. Of course, I will keep eyes on this for you throughout the morning.
We'll take a look at this new video right here, getting a lot of attention this morning. Trees and brush covered in white. The reason, freezing fog. The National Weather Service issued a freezing fog advisory for several areas in central Texas on Wednesday. Freezing fog is formed when tiny droplets of water in fog freeze on exposed surfaces. Now, that is especially dangerous when it happens on the roads where freezing fog can create black ice.
We're taking you back 70 years ago on this day in 1949. Bitter cold temperatures gripped the state of New Mexico, with many locations reporting high temperatures less than 20 degrees. Corona out there in Lincoln County actually came in with a high of 6 degrees. So it's cold out there now, but at least we're not that cold. All right, time now for the 5 facts. We take it to number 5. Pajarito Ski Resort still celebrating this morning. The ski area reporting 36 inches of new snow with that last storm we had. Viewer Tim Lavelle sent in these photos. Tim said he could barely move as he was knee deep in snow. The snow even got so heavy it was bending trees there.
At number 4, the city of Albuquerque is working to total up all the roadside damage from this week's snowstorm. Several street signs, traffic signals, and street lights were knocked over by drivers who could not handle the icy roads. Downed street signs can cost $250 to replace. Crashes knocked out traffic signals at major intersections, including Louisiana and Indian School. Those can run up to $70,000 to fix. The city usually ends up paying the cost for much of the repairs.
At number 3, more sunshine today and tomorrow. However, temperatures still pretty chilly in the afternoon. Up to 34 today here in Albuquerque, 40s tomorrow. Next big weather maker moves in Saturday night into Sunday, bringing more rain and snow.
At number 2, a structure catches fire in northeast Albuquerque near Ventura and Paseo del Norte. This morning, Albuquerque fire crews are asking you to avoid that area. Now, AFR crews are saying that due to the heavy amounts of water used to put out the fire, the freezing temps may cause the water to freeze and make for a potentially icy road. Right now, an investigation is underway to find out the cause. The good news here is that no one was hurt. And at number 1, New Mexico's newest members of Congress are among those slated to be sworn in at noon. That includes soon-to-be Congresswoman Deb Haaland and Democrat Xochitl Torres Small in the House of Representatives. Now, Haaland will be one of the first Native American women to serve in Congress. Haaland is a member of the Laguna Pueblo here in New Mexico. Now, Haaland most recently chaired the state's Democratic Party, and before that she ran for lieutenant governor in 2014. Now, she says in her first term she is looking to shed light on missing and murdered Native American women, making the topic part of the national conversation. As for Torres Small, it'll be her first time holding office. She will be representing New Mexico's 2nd congressional district, one of the many across the country that flipped to Democratic control.